So this week, I'm not talking about our topic. This would be the first time since the Beaver Bunch has started that I've opted not to speak about the topic. And the reason for this is that something has been spoken about today that I cannot begin to tell you how much it struck a chord with me. So I kind of needed to talk about it, and I couldn't think of a better venue or place or audience to do this with. So I'm sure a lot of you know recently a Rutgers freshman student killed himself, committed suicide because he was outed in probably the most horrible way, and for anyone really, just intruding way to kind of be outed. And his roommate decided to stream him apparently having relations with another man privately in his dorm room and stream it on the internet live. And he was not out. And he decided that the only way out of this situation was to jump off the George Washington Bridge. And this suicide brought to light 3 other suicides that have happened this month in the GLBTQ community. And it hurts and it kills me that the youth, the GLBT youth, feel that this is their only option. And this was one of the huge, huge reasons that the Beaver Bunch was created, to show you, like Dan Savage's project of It Gets Better, that it does get better, that there is so much life to be lived after high school and after middle school and after college. And I say this in so many videos, but my God, if I could just give you guys just an ounce of what I feel now versus what I felt in high school, I would do it. I would give every single person that ever watched any of our videos that feeling, because I guess this is what just strikes a chord with me so much, is that I was there. Like, in middle school, kids used to draw pictures of me because I was overweight, and they used to draw these fat pictures of me, and I have freckles with freckles all over, and put it on my desk for when I got there, and they said horrible things, and they just ostracized me, and I always felt different. I always felt like I didn't fit in, and I always was just like, what's wrong with me? Why am I so fucked up? What is wrong with me? Why do people not like me? Why do I not fit in anywhere? And it's because I was confused. I didn't know why I was in love with my best friend who was a girl, and I was overweight, so kids pick on overweight kids in general, which is also ridiculous. But, I was there. And I remember, and I don't think I've ever shared this story with the bunch, but I feel like now's the time to do it. But I remember going through a really hard time, and I went through a really hard time in high school, but I think this was maybe high school or middle school, but I was home alone, and something came over me, and I thought that I should just end it, that it would just be better if I wasn't here. I was going through so much that I didn't understand, and I was getting picked on, and I was like, my God, I just wish I wasn't here anymore. And I remember thinking that, and then I remember thinking, oh my God, what am I thinking? But I don't trust myself alone, so I called up my parents, and I was like, if you want your kid to be here when you get home, come back. Like, I think that was pretty much the sum of it. I was just like, you have to come home now. You just have to come home. And it was because I didn't trust myself home alone. I was eyeing medicine cabinets, and I was eyeing razors, and it's hard to say that out loud, and it's hard to say that I know what it's like to have that go through your head. I know it. I know it, but this is why I always say I wish I could give you what I feel now, because it's amazing. Like, I thank God every day that I have this life, and I wouldn't want to change an ounce of it. Not an ounce. I wouldn't want to change me to be straight. I wouldn't want to change any part of who I am. And that is a gay, proud woman. That's part of me. Is it all of me? Of course not, but it's definitely part of me. And it's a part I love, and it's a part I accept, and it's a part that other people accept. I've created amazing friendships. I have a amazing, wonderful, fabulous girlfriend. I have a family who cares about me, and all of this is mine. Like, this is mine, and we all create our own families, and we all create our futures, and you know, it does. Dan Savage's project of It Gets Better is so true. It's so true, and I think that's what he wants people to know, and I think I know that's all the Beaver Bunch wants you guys to know, is that it gets so much better. So no matter what you're going through now, and I know how hard it is to go through this, and getting better isn't even a thought in your head because it's so fucking miserable now, but it gets so much better, and just the possibilities that are out there for you as a GLBTQ member is the same possibilities that's out there for everyone else. And it kills me to know that people think, especially GLBT community, people think that this is the only option, because it's not. You have things like the Beaver Bunch. There's so many GLBTQ role models now in the media and in everyday life. I'm sure there's somewhere that you could turn, and I'm sure there's someone you could talk to, and God, it just gets better, it really, really does. And that's all. I wanted to let you guys know this in the light of everything else that's going on. Just know that we're out there, and there's resources, and there's people, and there's us, there's us as a group, as the entire Beaver Bunch. There's us here, right now, talking, sharing, being a community, and having each other's back. So that's not an option. That's not the only option. That should not even be on the plate of things that you think about, but I was there. So I know I was there. So yeah, I kind of just wanted to get that out in 9 minutes. But it gets better. It gets a lot better. And you get happy, and you get past all the bullshit that comes, with growing up gay or growing up in general. It's just hard. It really is hard, but we all come out at the other side a little stronger, a little better, and just we come out as us, and us is a fabulous thing. So I will see you guys next week. Sorry I couldn't get to the topic, but there's sometimes more important things to talk about, don't you think? All right, see you guys next week. And I love you guys. Hardcore Mama Beaver, full on loving. I will see you next week. Mwah.